Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Laura, and today I want to talk about a question that so many men quietly wonder about. How often should a man release his energy? It's a question that carries both curiosity and confusion, often surrounded by myths or silence. But understanding it is not just about physical pleasure. It's about health, balance, and emotional well-being. Before we dive deeper, if you truly care about your health and want to build a better version of yourself, subscribe to this channel. Your support helps this community grow faster, and it motivates me to share more science-based guidance with you. Now let's begin by understanding the real benefits of regular release for men. When a man reaches climax, his body activates multiple muscle groups and the central nervous system. This moment of release improves blood circulation, stimulates hormone production, and promotes overall vitality. But the effects go far beyond the physical. The body releases dopamine and oxytocin, two powerful neurochemicals known as the happiness hormones. They reduce stress, calm anxiety, and generate a profound sense of relaxation. That's why many men find that after releasing, they sleep better, wake up more refreshed, and feel emotionally balanced. In other words, this isn't just about desire. It's about how your body resets itself. When the body is at ease, your mind becomes clearer, your focus sharpens, and your daily energy level rises. So yes, releasing regularly can support hormonal balance, immune function, and reproductive health. But as with everything in life, balance is key. Too much can lead to fatigue, while too little may cause stagnation. That brings us to a deeper question. Is there really a difference between releasing through self-stimulation and releasing through intimacy with a partner? The difference between physical release and emotional connection when it comes to male health. Not all releases are the same. Many men wonder, is there a real difference between self-stimulation and intimacy with a partner? From a medical and emotional perspective, yes, there is. When release happens through self-stimulation, it often provides quick relief, but it is primarily a physical response. The body experiences the same muscle contractions and hormone surges, yet the emotional connection is missing. Over time, when a man relies too heavily on self-stimulation, his brain can begin to associate pleasure with isolation, leading to decreased sensitivity and even emotional detachment. However, during intimacy with a partner, something deeper occurs. There's a synchronized exchange of hormones, oxytocin, endorphins, and serotonin that fosters emotional bonding and trust. This connection strengthens both partners psychologically, lowering stress levels and enhancing self-esteem. Science shows that men who maintain healthy, intimate relationships often exhibit stronger immunity, better heart health, and more stable mental states. But remember, this doesn't mean self-stimulation is inherently wrong. It simply means moderation is crucial. If it becomes excessive, it may fatigue the nervous system, reduce testosterone levels, and even impact motivation and focus. As in all aspects of health, awareness and balance are the keys. Now that we've understood the difference, it's time to address the question that everyone asks. How often should a man actually release his energy? The ideal frequency finding your personal balance. This is perhaps the question men ask most often. How often should I release? Is there a magic number that guarantees better health, stronger performance, and long-term vitality? Well, here's the truth. There isn't a single answer that fits every man. Each body is unique. Frequency depends on age, physical condition, hormonal balance, and personal lifestyle. However, medical research gives us helpful guidelines. Studies have shown that men who release around 21 times per month, roughly 5 times a week, may reduce their risk of developing prostate issues, including prostate cancer. That's because regular release helps clear out old sinal fluid, stimulates healthy hormone cycles, and keeps the reproductive system active. But, and this is important, it's not about chasing numbers. Too frequent release can lead to fatigue, hormonal imbalance, and decreased sperm quality. On the other hand, avoiding release for long periods can cause tension, poor circulation, or even restless sleep. The most important rule is listen to your body. Your energy level, mood, and recovery time are the best indicators of what's right for you. If you're in your 20 seconds or early 30 seconds, your natural testosterone levels are at their peak. So releasing 2-3 times a week is perfectly normal and healthy. Between ages 30 to 50, most men feel best when releasing 1-2 times a week, enough to stay balanced without draining energy. For men over 50, the body's rhythms slow down, and once every week or two is typically ideal for maintaining vitality. Remember, this isn't about pressure or performance. It's about understanding your rhythm and letting your body guide you. When your release is balanced, your mind, energy, and confidence align naturally. Now that brings us to another question that often worries many men. What happens if you don't release for a long time? What happens when you don't release for a long time? Many men quietly wonder, what happens to my body if I don't release for weeks, months, or even years? Does the body store everything inside, or does it harm me somehow? The answer is reassuring. Your body is far more intelligent than you think. When semen isn't released, your system naturally manages it through 2 physiological processes that maintain balance without causing harm. The first process is called nocturnal emission, more commonly known as a wet dream. This happens when your body reaches a level of sperm buildup that triggers a natural release during sleep. It's a normal biological response, especially among younger men and teenagers, helping regulate hormone levels and reduce internal pressure. The second process is reabsorption. When semen isn't expelled for a long time, your body breaks it down internally. The seminal fluid and sperm cells are absorbed back into the bloodstream and reused as nutrients, proteins, amino acids, and minerals that are safely recycled. This process does not cause harm or toxicity. On the contrary, it's an elegant, self-balancing system. So, while regular release supports hormonal and emotional health, it's not dangerous to abstain for certain periods as long as it's not causing discomfort or tension. What matters more is that your overall lifestyle remains balanced. Good sleep, proper diet, physical exercise, and emotional well-being. The real danger lies not in abstinence, but in mental or physical imbalance. When guilt, stress, or overindulgence disrupt your natural state of health, your body always seeks equilibrium. Your job is to listen. Now, let's move from biology to practice. How can you maintain a healthy release cycle without fatigue, guilt, or overexertion? The healthy routine exercises and habits for better control and vitality. When it comes to men's health, the goal isn't just to release energy, it's to build a balanced relationship with your body. That means learning to understand your rhythm, strengthen control, and nurture vitality that lasts for decades. So how can you do that? Let's go step by step. 1. Strengthen your body with regular exercise. Physical training isn't just about muscles or appearance, it directly affects blood flow, testosterone production, and energy levels. Exercises like jogging, cycling, or swimming stimulate the cardiovascular system, while strength training naturally boosts testosterone. When your blood circulates well, your reproductive system functions more efficiently, and your recovery after release becomes faster. 3. Practice Kegel exercises. Yes, Kegels aren't just for women. They're powerful for men too. By tightening and releasing the pelvic floor muscles, you improve control over ejaculation, strengthen the bladder, and enhance sensitivity. Think of it as training the muscles of pleasure and endurance. Just 5 minutes a day can make a profound difference in your confidence and performance. 3. Prioritize rest and mental calm. Fatigue and anxiety are silent killers of male health. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which reduces testosterone and desire. Meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness can lower stress hormones and reset your nervous system. When your mind relaxes, your body naturally restores its balance, including your sexual energy. 4. Adopt a nutritious diet. Your body uses nutrients like zinc, magnesium, and omega-3 seconds to produce hormones and sinal fluid. Foods like eggs, avocados, walnuts, oysters, and leafy greens are excellent for maintaining vitality. Avoid excessive alcohol, processed sugar, and smoking. They disrupt hormone balance and blood circulation. 5. Respect your emotional connection. True vitality doesn't come from frequency alone. It comes from connection to your partner, to yourself, and to your sense of peace. Release should never feel like an escape, but rather like a renewal. When you treat intimacy as a part of your well-being, not just an act, it becomes healing, powerful, and deeply fulfilling. Now, as we reach the end of this journey, there's one final truth I want to leave you with: the mindset that determines whether your energy drains you or empowers you. The final lesson: reclaiming power through balance. In the end, everything we've discussed comes down to one timeless truth. Real strength is balance. Your body is not a machine that must follow fixed numbers or rigid schedules. It's a living system that thrives on rhythm, awareness, and self-respect. When you release too often, you drain energy that should fuel your focus, creativity, and vitality. When you hold back for too long, you build tension that clouds your mind and disconnects you from yourself. The secret lies in listening, truly listening to what your body is telling you. Your body communicates in subtle ways. Through fatigue or restlessness, through your sleep patterns and emotional clarity, through how you feel after moments of intimacy. When release is balanced, you don't just feel lighter, you feel alive. You wake up with energy, you think clearly, you connect deeply with others. And perhaps most importantly, you carry an inner peace that no medication can replace. So my advice as a doctor and as someone who deeply believes in holistic health is simple. Don't chase a number. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Instead, build a rhythm that supports both your physical and emotional well-being. Practice self-care, nourish your body, respect your emotions, and your natural rhythm will align with your healthiest self. That is how you reclaim your power through balance. And before we close, let me say this. If today's talk inspired you or gave you something valuable to reflect on, then I invite you to subscribe to this channel. Together, we'll continue exploring the science of body, mind, and emotional connection so you can live with more energy, more awareness, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. Until next time, this is Dr. Laura reminding you that your health is not a number, but a dialogue between your body and your soul. Take care of both, and life will take care of